Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are going to show you a brief demo of Fresno State's OnBase DocuSign integration. We will be using our departmental use form for the demo. We will begin by submitting a new Unity form to OnBase, and we will add required fields for the form. What we will do is click on this link. The Unity Forms has a Share Forms builder where it builds the link for you, at which point you log in. And as we see here, here's our Fresno State departmental use form. It has some fields in here that are used for routing purposes for the DocuSign signatures. What I'm going to do, I allowed this to open up so they're not read-only, so I can put values in, so I can have them sent to myself. So what I'm going to do is my email address, and you'll see why that's important later. And then right here we have a people picker, so I can put in an impl ID or any information. It pulls back all my information, including my contact number. And as it shows my manager, I'm going to put myself as the manager. So those are only two fields that we have to kind of play with for now, but in production we don't have to do that. It's all seamless. So I have all the fields that I need in order to transport this document over into DocuSign and do all the signing that needs to happen. So what I want to do is do a submit. The form is being saved, at which point it comes back, and at this point, upon submittal of the form, the document goes into the DocuSign processing lifecycle. This workflow will send the required information to DocuSign to create a new DocuSign signature packet. So as you see, each individual that is signing will get a DocuSign email that says that they have an action to take on a document, at which point I am the signer, as I put myself as the signer, so I receive the emails. So now what I want to do from the email is to review the documents. So I click there, and what it does is it brings up the form, the power form, and this is the actual working document for the signatures. And as you see, it actually populates some data, my department, my work phone, and my name as the information that I'm passing in the envelope from OnBase into DocuSign. So there's some required fields. I'm just going to put test, and then test serial number, and then the date checked out. These are required fields, so 2019. At which point I'm ready to finish. This is the property clerk that's filling this out. So it's not really an approval, but it's considered there's no signatures, wet signatures or electronic signatures. So this step of the process is done for that first individual. Now we go back to my inbox, and I should see another email. This email is me as the manager. And so I'm going to review this as the manager, and this is where it requires the actual signature. And so what I'm doing here, I go continue, and then right here, as you can see, those fields that I put in on the last step, they're there, and then that's all I need to do is sign it. So I sign the director signature, and I say you saved, and then it puts that right there, and then I'm done with it. I click finish, at which point it's on its way. After the submittal of the signature from the manager, the next step is to actually do a signature from the property clerk to make sure everything is in order. So I am receiving this document as the property clerk, so I go into that document as a property clerk signer, and I continue through these prompts that are known in DocuSign. At which point I review the document. Departmental use, it has those extra fields in there once again. And then now as the property clerk, I'm signing it. So I click there, and I adopt and sign, and I'm signing as Ray. So at which point I finish, and I don't need to log into DocuSign because it's all done. Now this concludes the DocuSign portion of the documents. All signatures have been done for the packet. So at which point now OnBase will go ahead and pull to make sure that that DocuSign envelope is complete. The DocuSign signature stream is complete. Once it's complete, then we get all the users get completed status on the please fill out the DocuSign form. It says thank you for doing this. All parties have filled out the form. It's a notification that lives in OnBase, at which point all the signers are done. So now we can go into OnBase. Okay, now we are here to look at the document for that was put into OnBase, the signed document. So we're going to search this particular form by this day, today's date, and we're going to do a search. And here it is right here. As you see, departmental use form is signed on the date, signed. The Impl ID is my Impl ID. John Howell, Department of Enterprise Applications Info Systems on today's date. And then I scroll up here. And as you can see here is all the information that I put in the DocuSign. It was sent over as a packet, back the signed version as a PDF. And as you can see, the signatures are right there with the time date stamp that they were actually electronically signed. And this is pretty much the end of our process. We do have a cross-reference document to the request form when we actually do the submittal. So we have a request form, which we do the submittal, and it marries up to the signed PDF version through a cross-reference. And that's pretty much our demo today. And I'm going to explain more about the process in our live presentation portion, which is coming up next. Thank you so much.